In the heart of the enchanted forest, where every tree holds a secret and every shadow whispers a tale, lived a group of magical detectives. But here's the twist: these detectives were not like any other. They were fairies, and they solved the most mysterious, puzzling cases. But today, they faced the greatest mystery of all. Can you guess what it might be? One day, a frantic rabbit named Thistle arrived at their fairy village, eyes wide with worry. "My shadow is gone," he exclaimed. "It vanished last night." The fairy detectives exchanged glances. How could a shadow disappear? Was there something lurking in the forest, stealing shadows? The fairies sprang into action. Primrose, the keen-eyed fairy, fluttered up to the tree branches to check for clues. Clover, the brainy one, started flipping through her book of magical mysteries. "Shadows don't just disappear," Clover said, "unless," but she left her sentence hanging, making the others even more curious. Could it be the work of an ancient enchantment? Or a mischievous spirit? Suddenly, another creature arrived, this time, a squirrel named Pip. "My tail has shrunk," he squeaked. The fairies gasped. First a missing shadow, and now a shrinking tail? The mysteries were piling up. What was happening in the enchanted forest, and who or what was causing it? The fairy detectives began piecing the puzzle together. They noticed strange footprints leading to the darkest part of the forest. "We need to follow these tracks," said Bramble, the bravest fairy. The others hesitated. The dark grove was a place of legends. Many had gone in, but few had ever come out. What would they find there? The fairies ventured deeper into the dark grove, the air growing colder. And there, in a clearing, they found a tiny creature wrapped in shadows, a mischievous little spirit. "I didn't mean to cause trouble," it squeaked. "I just wanted to borrow the shadows and the tales for my collection." With kindness and a bit of fairy dust, the detectives convinced the little spirit to return everything it had borrowed. "But why did you want them in the first place?" asked Clover. The spirit blushed. "I was lonely. I thought if I had a collection of magical things, the other spirits would notice me." With the mystery solved, the fairies invited the spirit to join them in the fairy village. "You don't need a collection to make friends," said Primrose. And so, the shadow and tail were returned, and the little spirit finally found the friends it had been searching for all along. And so, the fairies had solved another mystery in the enchanted forest. But here's the question you've been wondering. What was Clover going to say earlier? Well, the answer is simple. Shadows don't just disappear, unless they're borrowed by a lonely spirit. Now, what mystery will the fairy detectives solve next? Thank you for joining us on this magical mystery. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fairy tale adventures. What mystery would you want the fairy detectives to solve next?